Now, once we are done with index.php, now we have to understand the codes of login page and registration page. So once we click on button 1, we'll go to login.php, wherein we are going to send user and password information to login.php, and we have to proceed to registration or to login. So what we have to do is, once this request has been sent, a response will be received, and response will take you to hadoop.php if you have logged in successfully. Otherwise, you will get login failed or try again message. Now what next we have to do is, on button 2, once you will click, you will go to register.php, and then registration code will be executed. So first of all, what we'll do, we're going to understand how the register.php works. So we can go to register.php, you can open register.php, and you can see that we have a HTML page here, and on this HTML page you already understand what HTML head, meta tags, title is. So now we'll proceed to the body section. In the body section you can see that we have a heading mining tool for registration. We have two input boxes, one is for username, ID for this input box is text1. Then we have another input box for password, wherein we are going to enter password, and ID for this password input box is password 1. We have a button control, which is button 1, which is a register now button. Once we click on it, registration process will begin. So now after the body tag, we have written the script tag. This script is written in jQuery, and what it does, uniquely we are going to access the document, and we are going to check with the ready function if the document is ready or finished loading, if all the UI controls are available. Now we are going to execute some functions, and the function which we are going to execute, within this function we are accessing button 1 control, and we have set a click event on this button 1 control. If this event is clicked, then we are going to execute a function. And what does this function do? This function takes the username using the val function on the text1 control, and we are going to save that into uname. In the same way, we are going to identify password control with its ID password 1. We are going to get its value. Then we are going to save its value into pname object. And then with the post request, we are going to send the values to signup.php. This signup.php is going to receive the username and password. Username is the key and uname is the value. Password is the key and pname is the value. So we are going to send these value. Whatever response of this request will be, we are going to receive that response in the function, and we are going to write the function. So we are going to check if response is true. We are going to alert that registration has been successfully done, and we are going to redirect user to page index.php. In case if registration is not done, then registration failed message will be displayed. So now what we have to do is, we have to go to the signup.php code in order to understand how signup will be done. So now what we'll do, we'll go to signup.php. In this signup.php, you can see that we have received a post request. Within this post request, we are reading a variable username. This variable contains a value, and this value has been stored into $uname. In the same way, we have accessed post request. We have identified value password, and for this variable password, whatever value we have received, we are going to save that into $pname. Now what we are going to do, we are taking database access credentials. In this database access credentials, you can see that we have specified that host name variable has a string, and this string is localhost. Then there is a user variable, and within this user variable we have stored a string root. This root will be username of my MySQL database which is installed on the server. Then the password for MySQL database will be abcde12345. So we have created a string here, and the database name which we have is mining tool, and we have stored that into $db name. So now what next we did, we have executed a function known as new MySQLi. Using this MySQLi, we have provided 4 arguments: host, user, password and database name. So using this new MySQLi, a new connection object will be made, and this connection object will be stored in $con. Now what next we do, we are going to create a new query, and the name of the variable for the query is $query, and we have stored a string query in it. The query says we are going to insert into login, and there are two columns. One is the name column and password column, and within these columns we are going to insert some values, and these values will be stored with single quotes. So we have started a single quote here, then we have end the total string, then we have concatenated uname variable. This uname will be the username which we have received. Then we have used concatenation sign again, and we are concatenating that with a new string, and this is the new string. Within this string we are appending a single quote which is going to make this $uname variable as a string, and this will be the next single quote start for password. Then password will be concatenated, and then single quote will be used in order to store $pname as a string within the MySQL database. So once we are done with this, now on this connection we are going, this is the scope resolution, and using this connection object we are going to execute a query function, and within this query function we have specified an argument, and this argument is a string query. So this string query insert into login will be executed here, and whatever result of that query will be, it will be stored into $result. So now if the query has been successfully executed, true will be stored, and if the query is not successfully executed, false will be stored within result. So now what next we'll do, we are going to check if the result is true, then we are going to execute some statements, and we are going to respond true back to the calling page, and the calling page was register.php. In case if the query is not successfully executed and username and password is not inserted into the database, then we are going to respond false. So this will be responded. Now if the result is true, what next we are going to do, we are going to execute a system function. Using this system function we can execute any command using PHP on the server. So on the server what we are doing is we are executing a command to make a directory, and this make a directory will be done progressively with the path specified. So we are going to create a directory path where www.html upload, and within that upload we are going to use a name. This name will be a username, and this username is concatenated with upload. So now a directory will be prepared for a specific user, and within this directory we are going to hold all the uploaded files for a specific user. So this uname contains the value which has been received on the registration request. Then we have executed another command on my Linux server, and that is change mod, in order to set permission on a directory. So recursively for the current directory and to all the childs available within that directory, we are going to set read write execute permissions. So within this path for my username directory we are setting a permissions 777 to read write execute. Now what next we are doing is, these directory and permissions are done on our regular file system of Linux. But now what we want to do, on the third step we have executed another system command, and within this system command we have executed Hadoop command. Using this Hadoop command we have specified an option fs to execute file system commands, and on this file system command we are executing a make directory command. Using this make directory command we are specifying the path on which my username will be created within the Hadoop file system. So this is the command, and whatever output has been executed after execution of this command, that output will be sent to the input stream, and using that input stream we are going to read the values and we are going to display results on the web page. So now what next we have is, once we are done with this, now we are going to execute Hadoop file system command, and we are going to create an output directory as well. This output directory will contain the output generated after execution of Hadoop jar files and after execution of market basket analysis algorithm, so whatever algorithms are executed, the input will be taken from this input directory for that username, and after successful execution, output will be generated into the output directory of that particular user, and finally a true response will be responded back. So once the true response has been responded back, now what we can do is, if the response is true, then we are going to give an alert to the user that registration has been done successfully. Otherwise, we are going to say that registration has been failed. Thank you for watching.